What's up, guys? So we was at Katie the other day, and this thing was making some weird pops that we think we know what it was, but we just want to do a little check today. So this is number one plug. This is the first one I pulled out before I set the camera up. So we'll go ahead and show you each plug as I pull it out so you can see the tune-up. And as each one I pull out, I'm going to do a compression check. So we're going to be doing a lot of cutting and editing on this video, but I'm going to show you each and every plug. So on the number one cylinder, I actually forgot to record doing the compression check. It was 175 pound. Let's just hope the rest are that good. The last motor, we ran it for a long time, and it only had like 130 pounds across every cylinder. So as long as we can see 150 and higher on the rest of this motor, I'm going to be happy with that. But let's see what number two or number three looks like. We've been running these plugs for a long time. That's not a one-run shut-off deal. That's the last pass we made on a hard tire. I think that pass was made on 26 pounds or 25 pounds, something in that range. I'll have to pull the data to find out for sure. But it was on quite a bit. Let's get this screwed in. We'll check out number three. And I'll hold the gauge up and show you. Hopefully it's just as good as number one was. Nah, I always cycle it till it peaks out. That one is a little higher, but it's basically the same, close to 180. I'm going to skip past and run this side and start on that side, and we'll get back with you. So, the reason that I was pulling these plugs is the other day, during the, well, all night we was hearing some misfires and it was breaking up, and it shouldn't have been. I'll just say that. This is number 7. The plug was still firing, but it couldn't have been happy. When I went to pull the plug wire off, it just kind of come off of my hand. It never had the snap, so that had been arcing over. It's burned up a little bit underneath, so it's been like that for a little while. I'd say just the last time I put the plugs on, or plugs in, checking them, that was broke, and I just never caught it. It was enough to fire and to make power, but obviously wasn't enough. So that's why we're doing this today. When you're making enough passes like we have in this truck, you can kind of pick up on certain things, and I am deaf. It's hard for me to hear a lot, so when I hear it, it's got to be there. So we're going to fix this plug wire, get this one back in it. We'll check the compression on this hole and just keep going, and I'll let you know if we find anything else. How convenient, though, that I was just talking to Larry yesterday about this exact thing. And I'm going to flip this camera around and show you, Larry, what I was talking about. This is a MSD wire, superconductor, low resistance wire, and this is what we were just talking about. Now that has a copper wire spun all the way to the core. See if I can get it to focus. But that is a spiral copper wire. This is what I was actually talking about, Larry. Let me get this thing put back together and keep going. So we've been out here chit-chatting. I about forgot to film the rest of this. We did find an exhaust leak over there. We had 2 bolts, one that was about to completely fall out of the header, another one that was loose, and on the passenger side everything was good, which explains why it was taking another 14 minutes to build boost the other night. Jared showed up and we went ahead and knocked it out. The rest of the plugs looked exactly the same as the driver's side bank, and every one of them had 175, 180 pounds of compression, so everything's good. By the way, he's out here managing me.
Who's that?
On my day off. This is YouTube. You're going on YouTube.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll blur out the company name. But yeah, so far so good. It still has oil in it, plugs in it, and everything's fine. So next race will be Saturday, I-64. They're going to do a water burnout deal. We may show up on slicks again there. I don't know what he's doing. He's up to something over there. We'll see you Saturday.